Here we're given that x is not equal to 0 and the two quantities are absolute value of x plus absolute value of minus 2, and here we're given absolute value of x minus 2. Now this problem can be done just using examples. You can start probing what happens. Can I make these quantities one side greater and the other side greater? So we'll start with some examples on the positive side. So let's say if x is 2, quantity A would be absolute value of 2 plus absolute value of minus 2. This would be 2 plus 2, which is 4. And this example would be 2 minus 2, which is absolute value of 0. That's 0. So here we have quantity A is bigger. Now if I choose, let's say x is a negative number, say minus 3. In this case, this would be minus 3 plus minus 2. And that says minus 3 minus 2. This becomes 3 plus 2, which is 5. And this becomes absolute value of minus 5, which is 5. So here, both of these quantities are equal. So here we know just with these two examples that we don't have enough information. We cannot determine the relationship, and the answer is D. Now there is a general concept here, which what they're really testing is the relationship between absolute value of A plus B and absolute value of A plus B. Now these two are equal in general if the product of AB is greater than 0, meaning they could either be both positive or both negative. Now if one is positive, one is negative, then in that case this quantity would be greater, because what's happening is, and this would be true, let me write the condition, which is AB is less than 0, because if one is positive, the other is negative, so we have two scenarios, negative, positive, positive, negative. These retain their magnitude because we're taking absolute value of each of these, but when we add them, their magnitude diminishes because one is positive and one is negative. So this is really the underlying relationship they're testing, and they could probably test it in this form as well. But to recap here, the correct answer is D.